Good morning, everyone. It's morning of day 59, and as you can tell from that wonderful rectangular dry print there, man, did it rain last night. But more so the winds, because I'm up on a ridge line. I was like, I mean, the tent was absolutely rocking, absolutely rocking. You know, stake down your tents, stake them down. It felt like the wind was trying to lift the tent off the ridge. Amazing. That's the strongest, most direct winds I've encountered so far. But I slept well. Slept the entire night without my fleece blanket inside the sleeping bag. And I just folded in half and put it on top of my inflated pillow to give me a little bit more height. And it was fabulous. It was perfect. So yeah, we're going. I'll show you the next shelter. I forget what it is. It's High Knob or something. And then we'll push on from there. Looking at about hopefully around 20 miles today. We'll see. We'll see what the terrain throws up. Man, it all comes down to those rocks. Oh, the great equalizer, I tell you. Very misty, foggy in here this morning. Peaceful though. Birds are happy. And it's looking pretty nasty over there, but hopefully the showers will hold off for a little bit and we'll get some mileage in before it starts pelting down. Alright, we'll see you on the trail. So this is about 40 minutes north of where I was last night, which was a couple of miles north of Davis Path, and the trail goes around that way. And there's a full-on campsite there. There's room there for about 6 to 8 tents. So yeah, it's a good spot, and there's a stream running by this whole thing. So yeah, good stuff. And yet again, we have lost audio due to moisture levels. But from memory, this is about 10 minutes or so past that campsite, directly on the AT trail. And it was a good place to get water. It was really clear, sandy bottom. And yeah, the campsite back there was quite extensive. Where I took the video was actually around the corner from it, under the protection of some rhododendrons. Yeah, this is at the quarter-way mark, and it's obviously a popular place for people to camp. I actually didn't see the sign initially because it was so misty. But there's a really good fire pit there, and a lot of area to put up tents, and some pretty good hammocking as well. But yeah, very misty up there. But yeah, obviously a very popular spot to stay the night and get some photos. Yes, well, this is me pointing out that yes, there is a sign saying this is the quarterway point. And you know, it's an achievement to get there, and but at the same time, it's weird. You know, you think about all that you've gone through, physically and mentally, to get to this point, and you're only a quarter of the way. But hey man, it is what it is, you know. A lot of people haven't made it this far. I think officially about 60% of all through hikers have quit by this point, so yay me. Yeah, you come down off a steep descent, and I mean, it's fairly well switched back, but you come down to this lovely little river, or a large stream, I guess.
And the trail actually goes off to that grassy area, and you just walk beside this farm. It's very pretty. Yeah, someone was nice enough to leave some trail magic, which is always appreciated. The water was still pretty cold too, and they had some honey oat bars in there. And you cross the road, and there's a campsite there, and that pavilion to the right, which is private property, so you can't stay there. Yes, the campsite over the other side of the road. There's a fair amount of tenting here. The stream goes right by it, and there were a couple of long pieces of black PVC, but they weren't really positioned to have water running through them. But yeah, I mean, you can see there's a van park there. I mean, it's highly accessible to the public. But hey, look, stairs. Yeah, this is the approach coming up to Knot Mall shelter. There's a fair amount of tenting there on the approach. Not so much around the shelter itself. Probably a couple of places directly by the shelter. But yeah, there was some nice usable flat ground here. And the shelter itself is very similar to, oh god, I forget now, but the one that was right by the stream. Very small overhang. Very small overhang, but you know, considering that we had some pretty decent rain the night before, the shelter itself was dry inside. And that was the AT swinging off to the right. Had a decent picnic table and good fire pit. There was a blue blaze trail. You can just see a little blue blaze on that tree going down the hill. And I walked down there while my water was boiling because I decided to have a hot lunch there. And man, I walked and walked and walked and walked, and it just didn't really seem to be going down to any water that was particularly close by, and it was a fairly steep walk. So I was like, well, forget that. So I came back up. There's a little bit of area here to put a tent, or two, maybe, depending on the size of them. And going up the back of the shelter, these trails lead up to the privy, which was, you know, in pretty reasonable condition.
This is just a couple of minutes north, coming downhill from Knot Mall shelter. It's not bad, not bad. There was a blue blaze going away from the shelter. I started going down there, but man, it just kept going. I was like, well, I've already got lunch on, so I'm gonna spend too much time going down a hill that I've just got to walk back up. So. Gonna head to Chestnut Shelter. If I feel like pushing on, I will. If I don't feel like pushing on, I won't. That's pretty much how these things work. Weather's been off and on all day. And there's some very threatening clouds rolling in, so who knows. Who knows? What I do like about that chestnut one is it's fully enclosed. So it doesn't really matter what the weather's doing outside. Yeah, I don't understand these shelters with very small overhangs. I mean, you're already up here with the lumber and everything else. Just build a proper overhang where the rain can't come in. Well, that thing was like basically 12 inches. But I've been in some shelters with, somewhat decent overhangs. And the rain has still come in. I mean, it's very windy a lot of the time up in the mountains and that. And man, it just drives that rain sideways. Alright. As pretty as this is, we'll leave it here and I'll catch up with you later. Yeah, back again. This is, you can just see the footbridge down there. This is the footbridge just a little bit north of the Knot Mall shelter. And there's a little bit of tenting options down here. Not huge, but you can throw a couple of tents down there. And honestly, I mean, you can just do it here too. Ugh. There's not a lot of water sources going forward. I think I've got another 3, maybe 4 tops in the next 9 miles. Oops. So I know I'm crossing a stream. It's like a mile or so before Chestnut. So I'll water there. Unless I come across, a really great water source. It's just super convenient on the trail, but between now and then, well, I've got a full bottle of water. Should be good. I very rarely have less than half a bottle of water at any point. That if I come to water and I've got only half a bottle left, man, I'm resupplying water. My water's been a fairly decent supply, but I know going up to that shelter it shows that there's only a handful of spots, and a couple of them are they're not guaranteed. Alright, back soon. This is a good water source. How cool is this bridge? This is very slippery though. Man, I'll put the phone down before I go down those steps. Yeah, I passed a southbound section hiker by the name of Blue Jacket. And yeah, he just reiterated what the book says, that once you start going up towards Chestnut, that the water gets very very thin on the ground there, and recommended going to get water at that little pond that's west of the trail, I guess, and it's piped. So I think he said it's about a mile and a bit before the shelter. So Yep, that's what we're going to do. But you know, it's nice to have people give you good advice. Yeah, we've just walked over that bridge, and there's really good camping here. There's a firing inset, lots of flat ground, and of course, you know, you can always go further up these little access roady bits. But yeah, firing there, and another good one over there. Yeah, not a bad area. It's very damp in here at the moment, and we're still getting spots of rain coming down. And yeah, I think I'll probably spend the night inside that shelter. He spent the blue jacket spent the night there last night, and he said he was really glad he did, because up there as well, he said the winds were absolutely horrific, just like what I experienced last night. So he said he was very thankful to be in a concrete and stone, fully enclosed building. So that's probably where I'll end up tonight. All right, see you in a while. Man, this humidity's kicking my ass. I've just been sweating, full body sweat for hours. Bumped into a young guy from Manchester, England, through hiker by the name of Impala. He'll say the same thing, man. I'm just sweating. It's one of those days, man. One of those days. I'm gonna dig my bandana out. Get some reprieve from sweat running into my eyes. We're trying to get some blue sky here by the looks of it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably, I don't know. I might stay at Chestnut. I may just push on a mile or so, but we'll take it as it comes. Alright, bye for now. There's a decent campsite here by this river. Well, I'll say it's a good sized stream, I guess. I'm going to pop down here and top up my water, because I'm burning through it, because I am sweating bullets. Alright, see you guys later. We've been walking from that direction after crossing the fire service road. I guess, I don't know, about 25, maybe 30 minutes. And not a bad little spot here. Fairly flat. And yes, of course, now the rain's coming again. Alright, gotta put the phone away. Well, we made it to the pond. That's listed in AWOL's guide. I think we're about a mile or so from the shelter. And there is a little pipe here. Yes, I know it looks like it's shooting out green water, but it's the well, algae, I guess. But the water is totally clear. So I'm primarily using this because I'm going to give myself a bath tonight. Because I've been sweating like a racehorse all day. And yeah, alright, the pond.
Oh wow. This is
Well, we're up here at God, what is this? What's the name of the shelter again?
Chestnut Knob.
Chestnut Knob. How could I forget a name like that? Lovely grassy area. But look at that view. Very nice. I was almost tempted to tent out here, but the guys were saying that there's pretty stormy weather predicted for tonight, and I don't really want to be out in the open if there's any chance of lightning. So, but yeah, you can see it's all getting nasty there. Well, I'm gonna get squared away for the evening, have a bite to eat. Actually made pretty good time up here. Whew, man, that hill coming up to the shelter though, man, that's no joke. Yeah, that's one of those hills that keeps on giving. Alright, I might catch up with you later, otherwise I will see you tomorrow morning, day 60.